Dear students, in today's session, I, Smith Bebinanda Sabarnamar, is going to give the explanation on the use of calculator, that is of scientific calculator. So, let us know what is scientific calculator. Scientific calculator is a type of electronic calculator which is designed to calculate problems in mathematics, science, and engineering. There are two basic types of calculators. One is programmable calculator, another one is non-programmable scientific calculator. So for us, that is for diploma course, non-programmable scientific calculator we are recommending to use. So here is calculator shown, which is Casio FX82MS. You can use FX100MS also. Instead of 82MS, 100MS also you can use. The little bit advanced it is, both are of the little bit same. Operating everything is little bit same. So let us know what all is there in this calculator. So here, the lower part of this calculator is an ordinary calculator. It's simply numbers and basic operations like plus, minus, multiplication and division. Whereas in the upper part of this calculator, little upper half part of this calculator, there are advanced functions. Advanced functions like square root, square, logarithm function, inverse function, okay, hyperbolic function, trigonometric function, sine, cos, tan, and bracket using plus etc. And permutation, combination, inverse function, inverse numbers also you can find out. So while starting to use of this calculator, you have to first switch on the button, that is on button here, and there is a white button at the left top of the corner. Here it is a shift button, and here it is a beside of the small button. So here is a shift button, there is a yellow color indicating here. And also you can observe in the instrument, that is a calculator, below these buttons there are numbers or some functions written in yellow colors. When you make use of these functions, you have to use the shift button and use a proper function button. Then you will be getting operated with that function required, which is bottom of this button. The same is applicable for the number below there also. There is a yellow color. There are yellow color functions here. You can make use of them. And there is a pink button, alpha button below. It is a pink. So if you press this button and wherever pink color buttons are functions are there, you will be getting that functions in your calculator. To start with, let us start with the basic operation. We came to know about what is ordinary calculator and about the advanced calculator, and how to use the shift key and alpha keys. Okay. So now let us start to know the use of this calculator by taking actual examples. So initially you have to switch on the on button. You will get the screen here, and then let us take the one simple example, that is to calculate average of a numbers or a mean value of a numbers. Here is one example taken, 48 plus 65 plus 72 upon 3. That is mean of these numbers 48, 65, 72 mean we are going to calculate. The formula is this. 3 numbers are there means we have to divide by 3. 4 numbers if they are there, we divide by 4 like that. So we have to press the 48 button. 48 plus 65 plus 72. First you have to press equal to button. So after equal to button, then you have to divide. So without pressing equal to button, you should not press the division button. Make a note of this. Then division of this 185 answer total of this, then divided by 3. You have to press this 3 button, then equal to. So 61.66. 61.66 is the mean of this 3 numbers. So always you should understand how is our answer correct means smallest number is 48 and biggest number is 72. Our answer should be between these two numbers always, small and big numbers. Then it is in the range. Let us go for knowing the more about the use of these buttons, that is using square and square, cube and power buttons. So for example, we are taking how to find out 2 square, 5 raised to 4, 3 raised to 6. For that, whenever you start, again you have to press the on button. It will come back, initial position. So here is a 2. For the square, there is a x square button. So if you press this x square button, for square always you have to press the x square button. And then equal to, if you press, you will get the answer. 4 is the answer. Similarly, for 5 raised to 4, again press on button. 5 raised to, here for the raised to upper arrow mark, you have to press the upper arrow mark button and 4 button equals to. So 625 is the answer. Like this, it is the answer. 5 raised to 4 upper arrow mark button you have to use and the power you have to press. Next number. Always you have to go back for on function. On you have to button you have to press when you start the next sum. Next 3 raised to 6. 3 raised to, again arrow mark, your upper arrow mark, raised to 6. So you will get the answer as 729. This is how you have to use the square buttons or the cube buttons or the power buttons. Let us go for the next one, using square root and cube roots. How to use the root buttons. Okay. So again, you have to switch on the on button and taking the example of square root of 9. So you have to press first the square button here. You are seeing square button, 9 button. If you press, you will get the equal to, if you press, you will get the answer. Next sum, that is cube root of 64, cube root button. So cube root button, for that you have to use, there is a shift button you have to press, then you will get this yellow function in below this cube button. Here is a cube, below this x cube there is a, inside you are seeing cube root button is there here. Cube root function is there. So if you shift and press this x cube function, you will be getting cube root function. And then what number is given for you to calculate, that number you have to enter. 64 is given. So 64. If you press, you will get the answer. That is 4 is the answer. Like this. Again, square root, one more sum you have taken here. Square root of 26 equals to 5.09. So one more point to be noted is that in this answer you will be getting more confused, that is with a comma and a dot. Dot is completely carefully you have to observe. So comma and dot both will be looking same like. So where that dot is there, that is a whole number, then these are decimal numbers. So 5.09 is the answer. And then you have to go for, in general, if it is for square root and cube root, if you want to calculate any xth root number higher, fifth root, suppose if you want to calculate fifth root. For that again, here shift button and then arrow mark, above that xth root is there. Xth root means suppose if you want the fifth root. So first you press the 5 and then shift button and then arrow button. You will get this fifth root. Or else you can say, instead of that you can do like this also. Shift button, xth root and 5 if you press, you will be getting the answer as syntax error comes. If you press the wrong button, you will be getting syntax error. So shift button, before the shift button you have to press, suppose if I take the fourth root, fourth root, again I may get syntax error here. So if you go wrong pressing buttons, syntax error. So if you use a wrong operation, it will show the syntax error. So in general, if you want to calculate xth root, nth root, like that, this button you have to operate, then you will be getting the answer. So okay, let us go for using of the brackets. Using brackets, for that I am taking the same beginning sums. This sum how you operated, using bracket how to operate in short, in one step how to get the answer. About this I will be telling. So here first you have to on the button, it is already on. So you have to press bracket button, you are seeing here, bracket button 48 plus 65 plus 72, bracket complete, and then division, upon is there, then upon 3 equals to 61.68. Earlier how much answer you got, the same answer you are getting here also. In one step only you are getting this. Means you need not press here equal to button if you use a bracket here. Okay, then let us go for another sum with using bracket. On button, then x square. So you have to put here the square button. So let us go for another sum using, that is 2 square plus 5 raised to 4 plus 3 raised to 6 upon 3. So bracket how to be used here. First you have to use the bracket here, that is bracket button, left bracket button, 2 square button, x square you have to press, plus then 5 raised to 4, 5 raised to upper arrow mark 4, plus 3 raised to 6 plus 3 raised to power button 6, then bracket close button you have to press, upon 3, division button upon 3. So you will be getting answer. Directly you will be getting 452.66 is going to be the answer. Yes. Now let us know the using trigonometric function how we can press the button in this calculator. So using here the sine function, you are seeing sine, cos and tan. Below this yellow colored functions are there, which is sine inverse, cos inverse and tan inverse below this. Okay, so that is shift button, and if you press this button you will be getting the yellow color function operated. Okay, so now let us go for one by one. What is a sine 0, sine 45, cos 60, tan 31. So few example we have taken here. So let us go for the sine 0 function. So sine, you have to press here sine 0. So 0 is equals to 0 is the answer. Next, sine 45, sine of 45 equals to 0.65. So this is a sin 45, 0.649. Then cos of 60, cos 45, cos 60 or to press here, cos of 60, that is equals to 0.58778 is the answer. So let us go for another sine inverse function. For that, shift button you have to press first, and then sine, you will get sine inverse, and in the bracket 1 upon 2, 1 upon 2, bracket complete, and then equal to button. You will be getting the answer. 33.33 is the answer. Sine inverse of 1 upon 2. Then let us go for another, that is cos inverse of square root of 3 upon 2. Shift button, cos inverse bracket here, square root of 3 upon 2, bracket complete, equals to. So again it is 33.33 is the answer. This is how you have to operate the trigonometric functions. Now let us know more about the other functions in the calculator, that is pi function here. So what is the pi value? So you are seeing in this calculator, shift button, and then if you press here exponential, below that pi function is there. So then pi value equals to, if you press, what is the answer of this, you will getting 3.1415. That is 3.142 is a pi value answer. So if you want to calculate 3 pi upon 4, for that again 3 pi, shift button, pi upon 4. This is how equal to, you will get the answer 3 pi upon 4. 2.356 is the answer. Then converting number into fraction. So we have to understand in converting number into fractions. For example, how will the fraction here, x upon y, in that format we are going to get the answer. We are taking 0.2, 0.4. This is decimal. We are going to get the answer in this format. So it is not the any plus minus, just a fraction conversion it is. For that you are seeing the button here, A into B upon C. So this is a fraction button. So to operate that, you have to, if you want if you want pressing any wrong button, you have to delete, you will be getting back what wrong, it will be deleted. 0.2. You want to convert into fraction. For that, this A into B upon C button, if you press, you will be getting the answer. Syntax error means something gone wrong. 0.2 ABC into B upon C of 0.2. So if you press the wrong button, you will not be getting proper answers. So what we are going to calculate is 0.2, it's a fraction. So what question is there, that you have to enter, and then equal to button first. Remember, equal to button first, and then the conversion into fraction, A into B upon C for the first button here. You will be getting 0 equal to button, that is, so equal to button it is 0.2 only, and then A into B upon C, that is 1 upon 5. 1, it is upon symbol here. 1 upon 5 is a fraction. Fraction it will show in this format. Okay. Next, let us take another example, that is 0.4. 0.4, for that again on button, 0.4 equal to first, and then the conversion button, it will be 2 upon 5. Answer is 2 upon 5. So now we are going to know how to operate 10 raised to x. X means any number here. How to use this in calculator. How to operate in calculator. So for that, the button here is exponential. So 10 raised to, if you want to know 10 raised to 2, you will be getting 100 as an answer. It is a direct method. Actually, how you do using power button, that is 10 arrow mark here, upper arrow mark 2, 10 raised to 2. It equals to, it will be showing 100. It is our ordinary method. But using this shortcut method, exponential button, if you press E, it will come whatever the power is there, maybe 6, maybe 2, whatever power is there. If you get direct answer, directly we will be getting answer. So let us go more practice of this. If you want 10 raised to 6 exponential 6, if you press directly, you will be getting answer. Similarly, 10 raised to 9 exponential 10 raised to 9 button, you will be getting the answer. So if you want to have this another 6 into 10 raised to 6 like this, or 8 into 10 raised to 5, the same way here, that is on button coming back here, that is 6 into exponential 10 raised to 6. So you'll be getting, this is the answer. This is how you have to operate the buttons for exponential function. 8 into exponential 9 or 5 if you have taken 5. This is the answer. This is how you have to operate with the exponential functions. Yes, now let us know how to use the brackets and square root in a problem. In one step, how to get this solution for this big sum. That we are going to understand. So in the sum, here you are seeing there is a sum. If you read here, 3 into 10 raised to 3 plus square root of 2 raised to 4 plus 3 raised to square plus 5 raised to cube. This inside what number square root, what is there, this have to put in the bracket first. Means this should be a square root, then bracket, like this we have to operate. Similarly in the denominator, that is bracket should be put for this inside the square root while operating the buttons. So to start with, you have to go for one by one operating buttons. That is 3 into 10 raised to 3 exponential 3 plus, so plus square root of square button, first bracket you have to put first bracket, then 2 raised to 4 arrow mark 4 plus 3 square, 3 x square button if you press, you will get 3 square plus 5 cube arrow mark cube, and bracket complete. So for this again big bracket you have to put, big bracket, that is once again bracket it will come for this, because this is fully, it is a one upper part is a should be taken in a bracket, then so if you go back, one more bracket in the beginning we have to put here in the very beginning. So if you go on pressing this button, you will coming the beginning step. So here you have to put the bracket into 3, and then you will be getting all this. So again go pressing this, will getting the end point where you have started without deleting anything. So bracket, here you are getting 2 brackets, that is very important, 2 brackets here, starting and ending point. Inside a square root it is 1 bracket, that is 1, and another big bracket here, and then the division button, again square root and then bracket here, and 3 cube x cube button you have to press here, 3 cube it will come, plus in the bracket one more shorter bracket here, small bracket, minus 1. So bracket complete, power 3, it is power means arrow mark 3 here. So again bracket complete you have to press here, and then equal to, So we'll getting the answer direct in one step only. We'll be getting answer 590.75 is the final answer of this. Only one step will be getting the big sum answer. So this is how you have to use the calculator for non-programmable calculator for your solving problems and all. Okay. So practice this taking your own sums more, and know for one point to be noted is whenever you operate any buttons, before proceeding further, whether you operated button properly or no, that in the screen you have to see and check, and then go for pressing the next button. Okay. So in the beginning, when operating the root function, we got the syntax error. So that point we are going to make it clear here now. For that, suppose you are finding the fifth root. If you take an example, fifth root of 40. If it is a question, then what is going to be the answer? Fifth root of 40. How to operate the button here is, so fifth root. So 5 you have to press here and then shift the button. So arrow mark if you press that, inside that yellow function x root is there. So that will be getting of 40 you are getting the question here, 40 equals to. So 2.09 is going to be the answer. So fifth root of 40. So 5 first and then shift button. 5 first and then shift button, and then here arrow mark if question get you, that is the x root button is there, and what is your question that you have to press here. It is 40 is the question, pressing that equal to button if you press, you will be getting the answer. So this is how to find the x root answer. Okay. How to switch off the calculator. Switching off the calculator, it is in on mode. So now again come back to on function, everything will vanish on the screen, coming back to the original position. So while doing off of the calculator, shift button, okay, shift button and then AC button is there, below that off is there, so everything will off here. So it will be in the off mode. You cannot operate any function now, it is on the off mode. So if you don't forget to off also, after 6 minutes of this use of the calculator, if you forget to off it, automatically it will off by itself. So students, you have understood how to use the scientific calculator, and then implement in your while solving the regular, whenever necessary you have to use, but don't depend for all the things on the calculator. Try to do your own some calculator, and then wherever necessary use the calculator for higher functions. Okay. Thank you for watching this video and taking the knowledge of use of a scientific calculator.